Hello everybody, how are you? I hope you had a good week. Let's go over our calendar. Today is Friday, October 16th, 2020. And who can tell me what the weather looks like out there? Go look out in the sky. Does it seem like, which one's this? Windy. Is it windy out there? Is there any snow coming down yet? Is it real cold and snowy? How about, is there anything coming from the sky that's not white, but just water? Is it rainy? Or is it nice and sunny? Or is there lots of clouds covering that sun? Which one? Look out the window, tell us. Cloudy, windy, snowy, rainy, or sunny? Okay. So we learned about apples this week. I'm going to read you a Let's Eat book. It's about fruits and vegetables. A book about delicious, colorful fruits. Okay. Let's make a fruit salad. We have some red cherries. We have an orange. It's orange. I wonder why it's called an orange. We have a pineapple. It's yellow inside. We have a green pear. We have some blue blueberries. We have a bunch of purple grapes. We have a coconut. It's brown on the outside and white on the inside. What can we do with this big black bowl? We could put the red cherries, the orange, the yellow pineapple, the green pear, the blueberries, the purple grapes, and the brown and white coconut in the black bowl. And yum, let's eat. That's lots of fruits. They didn't put one fruit in there that we were talking about this week. Do you know which one that was? It's an apple. This is a red apple. A red apple. Okay. Who wants to try and find the apple in the bag? Let's see. Is this an apple? No. Is this an apple? Or is this an apple? Good, apple. This is a strawberry. This week we were talking about apples. And who wants to hear a fun little nursery rhyme about apples? Okay. It says, apple cider, please, apple cider cold. Apple cider in a pot, 9 days old. Some like it hot, some like it cold, some like it in a pot, 9 days old. Okay, cute. Okay. And we have a new number this week. We have the number 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're getting bigger with our numbers. So first we started with 0. And then we had 1. Next was 2. And now we're at 3. So let's go to our bowl. We have 0 sticks in here. I place the stick in. We have 1. Place another one in. We have 2. And another one. We have 3 sticks. 1, 2, 3. 3 sticks. And can you touch the number 3? 3. Good. Okay. So this week, Gingerbread Boy wants to say hello to Grandmother. This is Grandmother. We're going to start working on letters from the alphabet. Hello everybody. I hope you like Grandmother. So when we start working on letters from our ABCs, let's sing an alphabet song. Are you ready? This is a fun one. A, B, C, E, F, G, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh boy, we're singing our alphabet. Oh boy, I said oh boy, we're singing our alphabet. Oh boy. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Oh boy, we're singing our alphabet. Oh boy. Oh boy, we're singing our alphabet. Oh boy. Yay. Hey, good job everybody. Thank you. Good job. Okay. So our first letter that we're learning makes a D sound. This is a duck. Duck. Dinosaur. Dinosaur. Door. Door. Dog. Dog. Dime. Dime. And a doctor. Doctor. Good. What letter? I showed you a little bit. I hope you didn't see. What letter did all those words make sounds with D? Here we go. It's a D. D. We have a big D and a little d. Which one's the big D? And here's our little d. Good. Let's trace. And just like that. D. Big D, little d. Good job. Okay. So remember our themes this week. We had D, the number 3, and apples. All right. Good job, everybody. See you next week. So today I have 2 activities. For our theme this week was apple. So I have a simple activity for our apple, and our letter was D. So I have another art activity for D. First we'll do the apple. So you're just going to take a piece of red construction paper and have some kind of apple prepared to trace onto the red paper. So have your child tell you which color apple they want. So there are different colors. We're going to talk about red apples. You could tell them to look in your fridge and see if they have a yellow or a green apple. And if they see those, you could say, yes, there are green apples. So we're going to trace our apple. We're going to tell them that we've been talking about red apples this week. This one's a very simple activity. You just trace out your apple, cut it out, you have your apple outline, and then on a different color paper, tan or brown, for your stem, just draw a little stem. Have your stem and just glue it on top. And there you go. Okay. So our letter was D, and we're gonna make a duck out of construction paper. So the overall product, I'll show you in a second. So what you're gonna need is 2 star cutouts. Trace a D onto a yellow paper. And then you're gonna trace 2 little flaps so that one looks like a feather and one looks like a beak. And then we put the heart on top of it, like the lips. And then you need another piece of construction paper in the background to make it pop. So first, you are going to take the letter D and trace it onto yellow construction paper. Do the inside too. And then you will cut it out. I'm gonna put the scissors. For your middle, fold over the line. So that you can okay, and after that, stop cutting, and your outcome will be the letter D. So then you take some orange construction paper and draw a star on it. You can fold your construction paper in half and staple it if you want, so that you don't have to draw it more than once. And then draw a heart on there. So you can take your tracing and draw a heart. So you're gonna cut out your heart first for the beak. You can put that aside. And then you'll need your 2 stars. My aide likes to staple a lot of together, multiple, because when you're making them for a large classroom, it's easier to staple them together. But when you only have to make 2, you can draw individual stars. Okay, so we have our 2 stars, our letter D, our heart, and then you can kind of get a leaf shape and trace that onto paper. You could fold that paper in half again and trace it onto yellow. And then cut that. Okay. So you'll have your 2 wings. Okay, so first you take your background color and you're gonna glue your stars down first. I already have them glued on at the bottom. You'll take your letter D, put glue on the back of it. You can put glue on the back of the D or on the paper. And then turn it around and place it where the bottom edge goes on the tip of the stars. Like that. And then you take one wing and put it on the right side. Take another one and put it on the left side, higher up. Then take your heart and on the tip of there, glue the heart. So it looks like this. And then if you have googly eyes, add them to the top. If not, you can just draw some. There we go. D is for duck.